Hey everyone, welcome to your Caribbean News and Culture. Now I know, yet another week where we're switching things up, but don't you worry, come next week, we'll be back to our regular routine where I'll bring you the news from the Caribbean as well as a culture chat. This week, however, I'm so excited for a special guest. We're having a special one-on-one with musician and singer Victor Gittens.
Known to fans as Kinky Star, Victor Gittens took an early interest in music at the age of 11 years old. At just 16 years old, he composed the song "Oh Babe," which was voted as one of the top 100 songs ever written in Barbados and still blazes airwaves to this day. Victor became a singer as a Barbadian calypsonian, energizing stages throughout his home country Barbados and on cruises throughout the world. Present day, the vibrant entertainer known as Kinky Star continues on his journey to stardom.
All right, joining us live here in the studio is none other than Victor Gittens. Such a pleasure to have you here.
It's always a pleasure when I'm here, especially with you.
Now, you started dabbling into music at 11 years old. That's quite some time, and we don't have to chronicle everything, but talk to us a little bit about the beginning stages for you dabbling into music.
Well, actually, I started around 7 years old, to be exact. About 11 years is when I really fully went into the music industry. Playing my first instrument I played was the steel drum. At 11 years old, I can remember they used to put me on a stool. They used to put me on a case to stand up with two double tenors in front of me, with lots of arrangements, lots of chords to remember. And you know, at that time, how it was in Barbados, I was less playing steel pan, doing percussion, my timbalos, and with a guy called Lizard Tweed. Yeah, he's the guy that taught me to play the steel drum. And then I went on to the guitar, where I started to compose. But I can remember as a kid, I used to get a can and pound it down like a steel drum.
Make an
two
instrument
sticks,
out of,
some ackee. We had an ackee tree. I used to get some ackee sticks and start to play it like I playing pum 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 pum, get in the groove. I always had it natural from small. I always fell in love with music, and it was a dream I had, and for my talent and my ability to be a musician and follow in my career,
Right.
and to be as professional as I can be.
Absolutely. And you don't only sing calypso music, you also dabble into other genres of music?
Yes, I am a very versatile entertainer. Reggae, jazz, bossa nova,
Wow.
pop,
Wow.
ballads. You see, because that's the thing about it, variety. It's a variety because you might have a gig that called for jazz, you might have a gig that called for reggae, you might have a gig that called for spooge. And spooge is our local beat from Barbados. It was done by Jackie Opel.
Okay.
So it's a whole variety of things.
You have to be prepared.
I do, prepared, yeah, preparedness.
Absolutely. Now, you mentioned the guitar, and then you also mentioned, you know, the steel pans back in the day. But what are some other instruments you play?
Well, I do most of my recordings for my demos on my keyboard. Because music is music. If it's a guitar, if it's a keyboard, if it's a bass, if it's a drum, it's music. Because chords are chords. So as long as you know chords on a guitar, you know chords on a keyboard. Only got to practice and practice make perfect.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So that's how I do it.
All right. Now, 50 years in the music industry, that's not to be taken lightly. You headlined on cruises like the Royal Caribbean. You performed in many competitions. You performed in many venues. Do you feel as though you've reached your peak as an artist, and like you're now at a plateau, or do you feel like your peak is yet to come?
Personally, I think that I reached my peak.
Okay.
Because right now I'm still about to exhale. But doing this thing for 50 years, you gain experience in what you do. Never mind, you never was out there to get out there, because that's what's boiling in me. I need to get out there to expose my talent, to showcase my talent. So I've gained to my peak being an experience of it, the experience part of it, so that right now I'm prepared, I'm very ready for any gig or anything that happens, because you got to prepare, because you never could tell when somebody can come for you, or you're going to be the agent that want good music, and I'm ready for any agent or anything that comes right now.
Absolutely. So your
I
peak
think that
is more.
My peak is more, but there's never a peak with me, because I'm a guy that I can adjust to any occasion, and the higher the occasion is, the higher I lift my level. My level can go higher, because there's no limit. There's no limit for level. All you need is that break and that chance out there to get out there to let the world hear your music or what you have, because there's a lot of talent that is hidden, that is not exposed out there. And the only way that you can be recognized is if you get that exposure, in which I'm looking for any agent out there that needs some good music and needs a fresh breath of air. I'm like a fresh breath of air now out here, and I'm ready to go, eager and ready to go.
I'm inhaling. Inhaling. Now, with anything that people are dedicated to, the passion that someone may have, for you is music, of course. With that, there are trials and tribulations along the way. Talk to us about how you've maintained your ability to remain grounded and overcome the trials and tribulations that go along with the music industry over the years you've been involved.
Is determination and passion, because I've been through a lot of trials, as you say, and tribulations musically. Like when I was 16 years, I did a song called Oh Babe, that you heard. I composed that song. I sang that song, and from the time I sang that song, I take it to the band house at rehearsal. Mr. Springer said, well, we are going to do a CD. We are going to do a record. At that time, it was vinyls. It wasn't no CDs. It was vinyls, those 45s. And it did very well. And I was young at that time, in the business, excited to get on the stage, I recorded a song. And like today, that song is still on YouTube. That song is still played all over the world. And a lot of people all over the world don't realize that it was Victor Gittens that wrote that song and sang that song. And I don't get any royalties. I don't hear nothing about it. So there are some of the tribulations that I've been through. But with my determination as an entertainer, I persisted that I'm going to keep going, because life is experiences, and experiences for learning. What I learned now from that is that I'm going about this thing different now because I'm more aware of the things of the music industry and the music fraternity. So it is a more awareness right now that I'm going through. And,
Okay.
that's
And
what
then
gets
that's
me ready.
what keeps you
That's
going,
what keep me
in
going.
essence, yeah.
And I don't only perform or entertain to be a big rich man or for this kind of money. You know what I like about entertainment? I like to make other people happy.
Right.
When I make people dance or make people smile, oh man, you sound good, you're very good. It makes me feel good.
And
It
when you
inspires me.
grace the stage, I mean, you can't help but get on your feet. I've seen your performances.
Because I live music. I see music. I hear music. I think music. I speak music. I feel music. I go wherever I go, music go with me because I'm so devoted and it's so attached to me.
Right.
And I have so much to put out there. And I need to get it out there.
Right.
I need to get it out there.
Absolutely.
Despite what?
Absolutely.
Determination.
Now, that's right. And then it shows, to be dedicated to something for that amount of time is definitely dedication that keeps you going.
Yeah, but another thing, it's not only talent out there. It's who you know and to be the right place at the right time. It's who you know. Because talent is okay. Everybody got talent. Everybody got talent.
Right.
But to get that talent, to get that talent exploit, to get that talent showcase, is to be the right place at the right time and to know the right person.
Right.
You know?
Hopefully, right here at this time, we'll make it your time. We're going to head to break, and when we come back, we'll have more with Victor Gittens.
Thank you.
To hear the words, what the thought of you. You have reached the top. Touch the hearts of everyone.
You're on your way to meet up with friends, but you can't seem to get anywhere quickly. You don't want your friends to be annoyed, so you text. You're on your way. Five seconds is the average time your eyes are off the road while texting while driving. Make sure you get where you're going.
Kids will spend 15 minutes watching online videos like this one.
Brushing for 2 minutes now can save your child from severe tooth pain later. 2 minutes, twice a day. They have the time.
So, I got this new family, and I don't know what it is about this one, but she can't seem to put down that toy all day long. Tap, 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 tap. Oh, and she even talks to it. She talks to that more than she talks to him. What's up, bro? Nice shirt. Who's she talking to? Her mom? She talks to her mom a lot.
Let the games begin. A work of art for you I'll be.
Welcome back to Your Caribbean News and Culture, everyone. We've been spending our time with a special one-on-one with music artist and entertainer Victor Gittens. Now, talk to me a little bit, because the bulk of your career was really in Barbados, but you came to the States in 2000. Talk to me a little bit about how you feel the difference has been in your music journey in Barbados versus here in the U.S.
It's been a very, very brilliant journey because it's a musical, magical journey. And it started back in Barbados with my friend, Mr. Curtis Alexander, who was my manager before, but now he's my consultant, and he write my songs too. He writes some songs for me too, as well. It started there with a couple of songs that he recorded for me, and then I journey on the ship. Is where I met my wonderful, beautiful wife, who is very instrumental in who I am today in the United States of America. And we fell in love at very first sight. We fell in love at first sight, and she has been very, very wonderful to me as a person. And we was on the ship, and we wrote an album by the name of Crossing Over.
Which was your first album,
right? Crossing Over generally means coming from Barbados to the United States. And we had an incident on board the ship that caused us to think about coming here. Caused us, but we started to write the song Crossing Over. That's how Crossing Over was born.
That's
because
beautiful.
of this incident on the ship, which I don't want to go through the details
not
right
at all.
now.
Absolutely.
And then Crossing Over was born from that time.
That's beautiful.
So on Crossing Over, it had a lot of different songs, that reggae, spirituals. It was a variety of music on Crossing Over, which we intend to go back to in the near future. But right now, we are focusing on our new beginning.
New Beginnings. Now let me get to that. So New Beginnings, when we went to break, we played a clip from it, one of the hits from it, which is a Michael Jackson song. And when we came back from break, we gave another little snippet of the Olympian song. Now, on that album, you have those songs in different genres of music, which is really unique and inspirational, actually. You have it in soca, in reggae, in R&B. Let me ask you first, before we get into your inspiration behind those songs, do you feel as though you are personally experiencing a new beginning in your music career?
Yes, I am, certainly. Not only in my music career, but in my relationship with my wife.
Okay.
Because Michael Jackson was my icon. Whether, whatever, he was someone that, from the time I heard Michael, I fell in love with his music, not only his singing, but his songwriting ability, his dancing. I mean, as an entertainer, it's like a magnet. I was attracted to Michael. And when I heard that he died, that's the fastest song I ever written.
Wow.
In memory of Michael Jackson. My wife said, Michael Jackson died this morning. It was the 25th of June, 3 days before my birthday.
Wow.
And I get up, I took my pen and I took my paper and I start writing Michael. And every word, every lyric, every melody came right there.
Wow.
And Michael Jackson was born. The Olympian was written by my friend, Mr. Curtis Alexander from Barbados.
And how relevant, we have the Winter Olympics going on now, so that's...
Yes, you see, people don't realize that these songs is songs that not only could play at one time, these songs is songs that could represent Olympics from now through generations. Yeah. Michael Jackson is an icon. This song could be played anytime because we can't forget an icon like Michael.
Absolutely.
There's no way we can forget an icon like Michael.
Never.
The king of pop.
Generation after generation after generation.
The king of pop.
That's right.
And I pay my tribute to Michael Jackson, and I would like this world to understand this song is a song that could suit any generation. My album is an album that could suit anyone. If you listen to the instrumental version, the elder people can listen to it and enjoy it. The young ones can listen to the reggae and enjoy it. The Americans can listen to the pop version and enjoy it.
And the Bajans can
listen to Olympian. They can listen to soca, Olympian.
Or Caribbeans,
they can go
it
into
doesn't
disco.
only have to be Bajans.
They can go into disco and listen to the Olympian. So there's a lot of work in progress that needed to be exposed and need the public in the world, not only Barbados, but I here to represent my island Barbados, and to come from the United States is a very, very good achievement.
It sure is.
For my country,
Absolutely.
for my island Barbados.
Absolutely, you're representing your country extremely well.
Right on, thank you.
Extremely well. We're going to take another quick break, and when we come back, we'll wrap things up with Victor Gittens. Such a pleasure to have you here.
It's always a pleasure being here.
Hey girl, ¿qué pasa? Our weekend was crazy, from what I can remember. Wait. Slow down, chica. Take it easy. A what? A picture of me? Who sent it to you? How did she get it? I'm not even friends with her. You gotta send it to me now. This must have been from Saturday night. I was so high. Who do you think got it?
Hey, Lindsay? I wish you didn't smoke weed. You're not the same when you smoke. And I miss my friend. I'll be outside.
Smoking weed hurts more than just you.
Welcome back to Your Caribbean News and Culture, everyone. We've been having a lovely special one-on-one with Victor Gittens. Now, you have the album out, New Beginnings. We spoke about the In Memory of Michael Jackson record, the Olympian record. Obviously, you want people to purchase it, which can be done on your website. But what's next for you? You've been in the industry for 50 years. You have a tremendous amount of talent, skill. You're phenomenal at all that you do, and I mean that from the heart. But talk to us. What's next for you? What do you see in your future?
The next thing for me is my future. All depends on the outcome I get from this CD, like getting some gigs, getting probably some agent or so that's out there in his capacity that can get this music out there, and let's go forward to the future. And the thing about my CD is that I have never performed it yet. Is the performance now that if people see it when it perform now, that is the big thing about my music and about my performance and about me as my song is concerned. My song, I only been in the studio with my song and recorded it and do all the necessary things to get it out there on the market. But my next thing now is to get a gig to perform this song for the late Michael Jackson and perform this Olympian song for the people out in the world.
Beautifully.
So that is a lot of things, and I'm just ready to exhale. So all left to be done now is to get an agent, to get this music out there, and to perform this music for the public to judge it for themselves. Because there's a lot I have worked on since this CD was out there. I've been to voice training and get more training for my voice. I'm exercising. I got myself ready for the occasion. So I'm just waiting on you people out there. Just come and let's get together and let's get this thing going.
Absolutely. That's all we have to say. That's all we have to say. That's all the time we have now. I heard you wanted to say a special something to a special someone.
And don't forget Curtis's father, my friend father. Trini from Barbados. It's his birthday coming up, and I want to wish Trini and all the Barbadians, I want to wish on behalf of me and my wife, Mrs. Joan O'Neill Gittens, and we want to wish, and the Alexander family, we want to wish Trini a happy birthday.
Absolutely. Happy birthday from your Caribbean News and Culture. That's all the time we have this week with our special 101 with Victor Gittens here on your Caribbean News and Culture. Catch the repeat of our shows Saturday and Sunday at 10:30 a.m. His album is on the website, which you've seen throughout the show. Thank you so much for watching. Support Victor Gittens, of course. We'll see you all next time. Take care.